Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this year's School of Architecture Seminar Carnival. Thank you for joining us for today's Deep Talk session.
Today, we are focusing on the architect's vision for the 2030s. It is a lifetime that hit close to home for most of us here, because by the time we graduate and fully enter the profession, the 2030s will be our reality.
Exactly, and the tools we'll be using to shape that reality are shifting quickly. We're seeing a heavy integration of computational approaches like utilizing Grasshopper to generate parametric and complex organic forms, which is fundamentally changing how we approach structure and space.
But alongside the technical advancement, there is the human element that brings us to the core philosophy of our guest today, which is salutogenic design. This is the practice of creating architecture that actively supports physical and psychological well-being rather than just providing basic shelter.
Our guests here bring both of these concepts together. His work explores how we can use data-driven, fabricated organic forms to genuinely improve human health within the built environment.
We have prepared some questions today to dig into his process, his design philosophy, and what he believes our city and our jobs will look like in the coming decades.
We're really looking forward to this conversation. Please join us in welcoming our guest for today's Deep Talk, K.Nattawoot Phimphakan. สวัสดีครับ
Yep. Okay, and for the next part, we will have our guest introduce his own works with his presentation. Krab.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you are doing good. So let me introduce myself a little bit. My name is K.Nattawoot Phimphakan, so you can call me Ice. I will talk about myself just briefly. So right now I'm a senior architect at Integrated Field. Have been graduated from 2019. So before I'm with Integrated Field, I have been working with DP Architects and Foundry of Space, and I have done my training at Studio Architects. So let me talk about our topic a little bit. So we are now talking about the salutogenic design. So it's like a design for human being. So what we are going to focus is like it should be the architecture now and the architecture in the next decade. It should be we should concern to the sense of coherence, the biophysical connection, which is have been talking about for over a decade for now, and also the restorative space where we design an architecture that not only like solve the problem of the health, but we should design an architecture that promote health, that improve our physical and mentally well-being. So for next part, I will talk about what we do at Integrated Field. So this will be like the project that I have been involved with, and I will talk about how I use the technology, the computational design to design the project and to solve some of the problems. So the first project is ARC Animal Hospital. So this project is the animal hospital design, which is sit in Thong Lo, Bangkok. So this project is like the headquarters of this ARC Animal Hospital. This will be like this is the headquarters. So when we got the project, the brief, that is the word that the owner want to emphasize, which is ARC, which is the name of the hospital, and then we use this concept to emphasize into our architectural design. So if you can see the inner core of the building, we call this ARC space. ARC means like protective, like we create like a protection, a core of protection for this architectural project. But further than that, further than than the concept, than the program, which is animal hospital design. We used parametric design. We analyzed the site, and we also used like the tools like Grasshopper to design the facade, and also the shape of the building is you can see it's like overhanging the like cantilever out. So this is like this erased shape from the programming, like we need to have a driveway going in, and then we open this space. It's like we use the curve line. You can see the curve line everywhere, like from this cutout and also the inner court, because we believe that the curve line is like can like improve, can be more comfortable for people and also for the animal. So this curve line will be like reflect in every part of the buildings, like from architecture and also interior of the project. So you can see the inner court, which is the ARC space. So what we do is like talking about the computational design. If you can see this surface has been like developed for like I would say like more than 20 schematic design before we choose this scheme. What we use is like parametric design. We mainly use Grasshopper in integrated field. So we try to find the possibilities of how the shape, the size of the materials, the fins and everything that is like going to be the complete design of this project. So the next project is we call this project GR9. This is like a pitching project. So this is like a mid-use building where we designed the podium of a retail and also the two tower, which is the office tower and also the hotel tower. So what we try to do is we try to open the space in the middle to be like the new district of that area. So this project is like in Ramanai area. So we try to create a new district, and we try to open like from the two podiums like facing each other. So we try to open this area, and then if you can see this, we also use Grasshopper in the design process. And what it emphasizes is like we try to create not just only the skin of the building, but we try to create the connection from people around the district, so people can just walk into this alley and like have the connection to both of the podiums before like they going in. So this district will be like the like mini CBD district. So that is what we try to achieve using computational design. And the next project is like this is the condominium design in Phuket. So this project is very straightforward. So we got the site, and then the site is like across a golf course. So what we have to do is like we need to design the building that get most of the views, like the best views, the best view possible, as much as possible. So what we do is like we try to design like so like many schemes, many schematics, and then we try to analyze the views. If you can see the colors of this diagram over here. So this define the views that people in each rooms can see the golf course, and also they can also see the oceans like far away. So we also got the criteria is like we need to have like 5 buildings, and also we have to like design like get the most view as much as possible. So then it comes to this schematic, like we call it the 5 fingers. So after we analyze, so we this project is like very get out of the design by numbers. Actually, like this scheme has the most view, has the best views, and also like we can design the most of the unit like can get the view of the golf course, and then we carve out the area in the front to be like a private terrace. So the owner is like very happy about this project because like they can have like every building see through the golf course, and also they got like special unit when we carve out the massing. And the next project is like this is the hotel design. As you can see, this project is very straightforward. It's very like the design is very minimal, very gentle, like two boxes. But before we get these two boxes, we also do the same as the other project before. So we try to like put the massing in the side, try to find the best possibilities about the wheels, about the solar, the wind, everything. So as you can see, the process of the design now, like we try to use as much data as possible as before we going into the design itself, like before we treat the like the finishing and everything, we need to find the best like possibility for possibility first. So, okay, and that is what we do in the computational design. That is like 2 or 3 years before this time, and I think right now we are in a very interesting position, like where the technology is like going super fast, like in the era of computational design, parametric design, and also AI is have a very big impact for us now. So what we plan for the future? So this one is showing like I think we right now we are nearly got into the AI era. So before we are living in like I think when I was in school of, in SOAD, I think we are just like in computation design and data driven design like era where we use Grasshopper, we use Dynamo, we use BIM to get the design out. So at that time, I think the parametric design is like we got the data, and then we put it into the script, the Grasshopper script, and then we let it like generate it out, and then we decide, right? But right now, I think we are step a little bit into the AI era where an architect should be like the curator and the editors. What I mean by that is like we can now work like faster. We can now work like I think we can now work better. But rather than that, we should not forget that AI right now AI is one of the tools that will help us get the job done faster. But we should still be who decide what is best for human, for clients, for culture, for community. So right now, I think we are like in the very interesting time. So right now, what we do in IF. So right now we are like in the time of like we are changing into the new era like internally. What we do right now is like when we got a project, we try to use AI like as much as possible to first get the job done faster, and then there is the some things that is take times such as research. Because when we got the project, we have to research, right? The site analysis, the law and regulation, market research, competitor list, case studies, and everything. So this process will be much faster when we use AI. So And then also in the design process, we are the designer, but AI can generate like many possibilities of the design before we choose it, and then we repeat it again, and then we generate it, and then repeat it again. So this is what we are doing right now in at IF. So we have a big plan. This is what we are developing like internally. We try to have like every system like working together, from employee onboarding, management, design, and everything. But right now we are building this central database. So before we can like have like AI integrated into our workflow or even doing like automation, we need to like collect what we have. So we call this like building a central database. So and I think in like this year or like in the beginning of next year, we will be like super like AI oriented office. So and I will talk a little bit about our workflow right now. So we use, as I said before, we use AI for research. We research from market research, clients, law and regulation, everything. These are the things that take a lot of times. But when we like use all these tools, it can like get the job done super fast. So and also like we also use it for the post meeting stuff. For example, we use Notebook LM for the post meeting. We record our meeting, we put it into this Notebook LM, and then we get it like the minute of meeting, and then we take it to a like action plan. And also it's like it can summarize the meeting into one presentation, or even like into one infographic. And another thing is like we are developing these tools that we are developing to use like internally. This one is like an AI visualization. So we try to develop this to use internally right now, and a lot of projects like got finished very fast. So for example, if we are in a conceptual stage, so when we try to have like many possibility of the design, we use these tools to like generating an image like or even an output. For example, this one is a reference image, so we can just like if we need to give reference of this image to the client, but the context of this image is like in the city, and then we try to have it like in the middle of the mountain, so we can just use that. Or even when we design, this is for example, this project is like in a very conceptual stage. So you can see on the right corner is like this is the picture from capturing from the 3D models. So the result is in the middle, this one. So you can see how AI is changing how we work. So from this image, if we do like traditional rendering, we have to get like model everything, put the lighting, put the like materials, planting, everything before we get this image. But right now we can just like I would say like 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and then we got this image, and then we can show this to the clients. So one last thing that I need to put this into like the roles, the architect's role in the 2030s. I think we are now changing into the AI era, where we can't deny that AI is like disrupting our industry. But what I need to talk about is that we should think of AI as like our co-designer or our assistant or like or just the tools. It depends on what we use it for. So what we need to do is like we should be the one deciding what is best for human, for communities, before we like we shouldn't use like AI like design everything for us. We should use it for like generating something and then we choose the best result from it. So that is for my presentation. Thank you. If you have any question, please feel free to ask.
Okay, Krab. Okay, for this next part, we will move on to the question and answer part where us, the interviewer, will ask the interviewee some questions. Okay. Okay, Krab. So let's start from the first question that I have in mind. Krab. So, PIs, Krab. So many parametric buildings are like very visually complex, but how do you prevent like those complexity to be just like superficial and to instead like embed the meaning or the concept, the narrative into like those computational form?
I think we should start with the narrative because, as I said before, we start the project. We should think about first the context, the project brief, the context, the concept before we go into computational design. I think we should use computational design as like as things to get our ideas out. So if we start with the narrative, for example, like if we want to design a facade or the buildings or something that is like very complex or anything, but if we have like a clear vision of what we want to do, I think it should like get rid of the complexity because design like complexity design is easier than simplicity because for example if like we are designing a facade, it should be like a modus or something that is like easier for fabrication, something like that. I think the first thing we should think about is we should start with the goal, with the concept and the narrative in mind.
Okay. So how about this question about how your work heavily relies on parametric tools like Grasshopper to generate organic forms, right? So as we look forward to the 2030s, where do you see this line between grown architecture and computed or like fabricated architecture? When like will we eventually be programming biological materials to grow into these forms rather than fabricating them?
I think right now we are like in the middle of somewhere between fabrication and self-grown material, if you would say that, because right now most of the firms, most of the buildings that is constructing right now mostly use digital fabrication, like CNC or something. But we started to see the material that is like self-healing materials or like 3D printed home. I think in the next era we should see something that is like for example, if we can 3D printing the whole buildings, that could be possible in the next future. I'm not sure when it's gonna be, but I think it is possible to see like the building like grown or like heal itself in the near future. But I'm not sure when.
Let's see.
Okay, so Another question is like, so parametric design can optimize daylight, ventilation, and structure, but in the aspect of human well-being, it also includes the psychological comfort and the emotional balance. So how do you translate this intangible aspect of human well-being into a measurable design parameters?
I think it might come back to the first questions. I think we should start with the narrative, with the concept in mind, because right now we can measure and design like everything using parametric design. We can measure ventilation, we can measure sunlight, we can measure views from each unit of the buildings. But those like spatial design, the design that affects like human emotional, human well-being, we should be the one who decide that. For example, if we design one windows, like how we need to get the lights in like 50%, 90%, and by that we need to be the one who decide for that. Like as I said before, like we should be the one who decide what is the best design for human, for communities. So yes.
So like when you talk about health, right? So we often think of health in architecture as like access to sunlight, greenery, and clean air. There's just those three things basically. But like a few decades from now, climate shifts might force us into a completely different setting, like a completely controlled indoor environment, right? Considering the PM and the air quality and so much more happening in the world. So how does a salutogenic design, like an architect who does salutogenic design for human well-being when our connection to the actual outdoors is completely severed in that setting?
I think this is like a very challenging questions, and I think we might be in that position, like maybe in the far future. So to answer that question, I think we need to come back to like what is best for human, sunlight, or even artificial light, ventilation, visual. I think if we are like at that position, like in the era that we cannot go out, we need to design like something that is, for example, artificial light that is like enough for people to live in. For example, if we need to live like underground, we need to have like enough light, we need to have enough ventilation, and we need to have like a good visual of something. For example, we need to have like we need to integrate biophilic design. For example, like an indoor plants where we can touch, can see, like can feel the nature, even if we are like underground. Yeah, I think that is like very challenging, and I'm not sure if we're gonna see that, but it is. Talking about the situation right now, it might be possible.
Okay, so let's say with all these like digital age, like this new technology, and with like the fabrication, the parametric modeling, like advancing so fast. So what do you think the meaning of like craft is in this like computational era? Like where in those area can you like see that like, okay, this is craft?
I think this is also like become the questions of this era, because right now, as I talked before, we are like we are changing into the AI era. So we will see like many of AI generated materials, AI generated like design, where we should see craft in that. I think is what we decide, is what is like what is the goal, what is the beginning of the project. For example, it's like what we do, like if you see, like we develop the tools like for AI visualization, but before we visualize it, we should have like a clear vision of the design. We should build the forms. We should draw the line between like human design and AI generated design. I think we should be the visionary, not the operator, because uh, I think AI is just like for me, AI is like one of my junior architects. So if I think of something and then I let this AI like generate it for me. For example, I need 100 options in 1 hour. Human cannot do that, right? But AI can do that. So by that, I'm still the one like who give the direction of the design. So I think that should answer the questions. Right?
Okay, so in similar question, so like in this new era, right? How can like parametric and organic architecture move beyond just like experimentative form into like a space that like can actually enhance human well-being physically and emotionally?
I think it comes back again to the point that we as an architect should be the one who decide. For example, physically, parametric design can do this. Like uh, we can generate what is the best for this shading, like for this area, shading, ventilation, all these things. Parametric design can do it like physically, but for like emotionally and like for community and emotionally, we have to decide. For emotionally, we have to decide, like for example, if we have like one hallway, we should be the one who decide, like uh, there should be like an opening at the end of the hallway, or there should be like a skylight, or there should be like the windows like along the hallway. So these like impact the emotional of the people who are like walking along the hallway, right? But I think another thing is like for the community, uh, for like socially impact. I think it should be come from the very starting of the project. I would say it should come from the programming of the project, like but if we talk about the computational design, you should see the terms named space syntax, where we like trying to put the connection between each of the programs in the building. So this can be this parametric design can be like also impact socially, but again we should be the one who decide, like this area should be connected to this area, but using space syntax, we should have like enough information, or it can be like enough like options for us to choose from. So that is it. Yes.
So, okay, for a lot of these questions, we're almost like a little bit tunnel visioning, right? We're emphasizing very much on these three topics. But then, like, let's zoom out a bit and then look from a bird's eye view. Like, what is your biggest fear for the architecture of 2030s? And on the other hand, what is your greatest hope?
The greatest fear is, I think, the homogenization. What it means by that is we can see a lot of AI generated content nowadays, but the worst thing about that is some people use it like the use it to think before you think. For example, it's like uh, the thing that we should do is like we think like this, and then you should do like this, and then you try to find variation, not options, variations. We have to be the one who give the options to AI, but some people use AI to find an options. That might not be the bad thing, but for me, it will be like if we do this, and then our creative mind might be like gone day by day. But if we are the one who give the options, like the big idea, and then we use AI to try to find the variation, so that AI become our junior, right? So, but if you use it to find like from the core idea, from the core concept, that might not be like a very good direction for us to go. The hope, I think the hope for me, for like for architect in the next decades, I think it's similar to when we move from traditional design to parametric design. There will be the one who is changing very fast. There will be the one who is not changing. But that is no right or wrong, because the one who doing like traditional design, like nowadays we still see like they are like the biggest, like one of the biggest name might be using like only traditional design, right? But I think in the next era we should see uh, like many like more creative way of design and architecture, like we see from traditional design to parametric design. Like it's very advancing, but now it's like we are moving from parametric design to like AI era design. So it should be like get us uh, the result and what we imagine like faster or even better, or we can use like AI to like get the data, or like design something that we can't do using parametric design, right? So yeah, I hope to see like a better architecture, a more advanced architecture, a more creative architecture. Yes.
Thank you, Han. All right. So we got some questions from the guests,
All right.
viewers,
Mhm.
and so let's start off with, let's see, what do we have? So, okay, for the first one, how can AI reduce the time required for drafting and modeling? Strictly speaking about efficiency.
I think, as I showed before, right, from drafting, 3D modeling, right now what we are doing here in integrated field, we some of the project that is like in a very conceptual stage, and that is requiring a very fast submission. Like if you have the time, like from this week to another week, and then we need to submit another like another phase of the project. So what we do is like we we, we do a 3D models, but we are not using rendering software anymore for this kind of process. We do 3D modeling. We try to get the sense of the design. We are not like modeling every detail, so like only get a sense of the design, and then we get when we get the right form, the right design direction, and then we let AI generate it, the possibilities, or even if we decide to go into this direction, we use AI to visualize. Maybe it can like maybe it can help us only visualizing, or it can like generate the another like variation of the design. So I think if we have like 1 week, we cannot do like full model, like 3D modeling every details, and then also like rendering, lighting, everything Photoshop. But if you use AI, it's like I have this like export from Rhino, and then 2 minutes.
Wow.
So it helps like paint a clearer picture for us, right? But apart from that, the canvas is still directed by us in the end.
Yes.
So like the AI part will mainly come in for like the renders and the visual, right?
If we talk about the 3D modeling, yes.
Okay. So no AI in like drafting.
Actually, it can, but we are not using it yet because we are not believe it. Like for example, we don't let AI to like generate functions like or do planning.
Okay.
We just use it for like visualization, and research.
I see.
Uh,
Still not trustworthy enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
All right, we have another question from the viewers. So this question is, can AI help make architecture more sustainable or environmental friendly?
I think it can, but we have to see which tools can help with that. Right now, what we are also like doing here, like we try to find like an alternative tools. For example, we are now looking into the tools called Speckle. Speckle is like and I think it's AI. So Speckle can connect with Revit model, and then it can draw like every information from Revit, and then analyze that information. For example, like the areas, the quantity of the materials, and everything, and then we can use that to like it can also like analyze the sunlight and everything. And before that, we also use an Autodesk format. So Autodesk format also like can do what Grasshopper can do, like sunlight analysis, ventilation analysis, like I think these things help us like generated what is the best condition for the building faster, because if we use Grasshopper, it's like we need an expert to do that, right? But if you use like these tools, it can just like you go into the website, we put we throw a random model in, then we like just try to click the right button, and then the job is done. Yeah.
I mean, it cuts a lot from it cuts a lot of heavy lifting, right? From
Yes.
needing to hire experts and a lot of
Yes.
things like that when looking from a corporate perspective.
Yes.
Okay, so like you mentioned about like architects becoming curators and editors, right? Of like algorithms. So in the AI era, how should architectural design, like education, adapt to prepare for students for this role? Yeah, this is very heavy on us.
To be honest, I think the school should also adapt for the next era, because for example, like computational design, or even like simple tools like AutoCAD, we should learn that from the very beginning, because we need to have like a fundamental of how to use the tools, right? Because when we finish the schools, like 5 years, five years is a very long time in this era, because the technology is like shifting and changing very fast. I think the school should also adapt, like parametric design, of course, and also AI. But the challenging things is that it should be like using only on the good part, or only like on the part that is not affecting like students' creativity, but but it should like improve, or it should drive, or it should like get the ideas out more. For example, it's like if we have like many ideas in mind, like if the student have like many ideas in mind, but they can draw it out, or they can like 3D modeling it, these tools should be able to help out the ideas of the students, but should not replace like the student like creativity. So it's very challenging for education to adapt, but to be honest, the school should adapt. Yeah.
So like in a way, the school should still preserve that designer drive that every design students have, right?
Yes.
But then direct it in a way that can be much more efficient, like
Yes.
utilizing AI and computational design.
Yes.
Are there any questions left?
No more question from our viewer.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think that's it.
All right. So
Very interesting นะครับ I think like it will be very challenging for like adapting AI into like education.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there one more question? I see. All right. So what is your, okay, this one is from, I see, Pan. What is your ultimate guide for young architects who are about to graduate in this AI era? Okay, this one is very real, very real.
Very real, yeah. I think if you are not using AI yet, you should use it now. It is like you can use it, start using it like from like day-to-day tasks, or like from your everyday life, from a very simple task or like simple questions, like you can use like those GPTs for like asking questions, but the thing that I said is like you should be able to like to get used to it, like because when you are going into like working in a company, some of the company might not using it yet, but some is like using it and using it like very hard. Like for example, here we trying to like get the people to use it, because right now we have like AI training every week, like starting from like the beginning of this year. So we try to have training, try to get like people to use it like in their everyday life. But our goal actually is like we try to get people into where they use AI in their the real workflow. Like AI should be able to help, like even if it's like little things, like for admins, like for the documents, for the sheets, for the area table, but they should be able to use this to help the job, like get the job done faster. Because if you get the job done faster, then you like have the time to think about like something else, or like some creativity stuff. Like you can get like think about the core idea of the project, rather than like just watching, doing the 3D models, 2D drawings. I think, yeah.
So like in a way, we should get used to the pace, or like adapt to the pace that it allows us, right? Like,
Yes.
it provides so much more possibilities that if we are not using it in a way, it's almost detrimental to ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because like for example, like the research part, before this time we need to like research, like if we do like online research, we have to go into Google, and then from one website to another website, and then we have to gather information into documents and everything, like how many websites, like 10, 20, 30 websites before we get like gather the information that we want to use it. But for now it's like we only need one prompt to get an information from 100 sources. right? Or even like rendering stuff. And before this time, it's like we use V-Ray, right? V-Ray is like in my time, like in school, it's like rendering like 2 hours, or it's like if it's like those who are like the interior design, like they have like many like glossy materials, reflection, they might render like 5 hours, right? but at that time we have also like the tools like Lumion and everything that is like can rendering like faster, right? But at this time it's like even faster than Lumion, than D5, because it's like 1 minute, right? So we don't have to like get like the lighting and everything. We just need to have like the right materials in our 3D models, and that's it. I think if you don't use it right now, it's like you will work like slower than the one who use it, of course.
Right. So you mentioned about like we should start using AI, right? Just not only for like we want us to try to use it for more like everyday basic tasks, right?
Yes.
So right now we are using like ChatGPT or Google Gemini for some researching part, but I want you to like maybe recommend us maybe some of the AI that for like visualization of the project.
For now, like in my workflow, we use Gemini for research, and we build a custom gems for like to use internally. And for the law and regulation, we use 2 things. Like we use custom gems, and this custom gems also like link to the notebook LM. Why we try to link into the notebook LM, because like in notebook LM is like it will answer only the source that we give it. So we have like this like documentation about law and regulation. We throw it in to notebook LM, and then this will be like the law and regulation professional for us to use, like to consult it. But further than we need to check anyway, but we can get the answer faster. For the visualization tools, the one that we are using right now is the one that I built, like to use with like internally. But everyone can build it. I built it on Google AI Studio, which is the vibe coding platform for Google. So it actually Google Nano Banana for the engine behind it, right? So you can use Gemini because it's like for now I think it's one of the best engine for visualization, but you need to prompt it like properly, or if you need to use another tools, I can recommend it. The one is Crea AI, KREA. Yeah, Crea AI. So this one is like can generate image, can upscale image, and it provide like many engines. Like you can use also use Nano Banana in it. It can use like its own engine, and I think it's like many more, and it also have like the I'm not sure what it calls. Like it's like a canvas where you like similar to Grasshopper, where you like plug it in, and then from you can get like from this one source, this is the prompt, and then provide us like 10 like result, yeah, something like that. It's like it's like automated workflow, right? And another thing is like is Freepik. Freepik is also good for like these tools. Like it has like many tools like sketch rendering, upscaling, image like generation. Yeah.
Let's see. So essentially Google Gemini for research, and then potentially like Nano Banana is still the core engine of like any of the best visually generating AI out there still. So and then Korea is still another very interesting option. I see it. So, but then like I was a bit interested about notebook element because like essentially does it act like a large database, or does it act like a complete consultant, like a person where you can consult like right away?
For us, we are using it like in both way. Like first we use it like a core database. We because we for the law and regulation, we put like all the documents in it to stores like into like this big database, and then we link from this notebook LM to be the gems in Gemini. So because in we can also like chat with it in notebook LM, but in Gemini is like it can gather the information from other source, right?
Oh, okay. So I think we should conclude things.
ครับ
All right. So that has been a very interesting and eye-opening interview with PIs, nakap. And so we thank you everyone for joining us today on our seminar Carnival. And so once again, thank you very much for joining us, Krap, and see you guys in post-production YouTube ครับ
สวัสดีครับ
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 ขอบคุณพี่ไอซ์ด้วยนะค
ขอบคุณ
รั
มากครับ
Thank you very much ครับ